Hi everyone, it's the 3rd of April. Now, here came the earthquake on the entire world's economy, which is felt by the entire world's markets, of course. Yesterday during Trump's speech, we obviously spiked all the way there. And it looked like for a while he was speaking, this is very, very typical news-related action. It spikes to one side and gets resolved to the other side. It spiked to the green top band, tested that one. You can see here, this is the high of February, and this is the previous all-time highs, right? That test happened, and then it sank really bad. And the target that I had for the golden bottom band just got tested. And I think 5,010 was the level, and it came down a little bit lower than that. It came down to 5480 or just over 5480. It tested that golden bottom band. And the real question, and this is the very, very critical question, is it going to bounce here, rally, break the green resistance, and keep on going? This is a very critical question. Obviously, the other markets like Nasdaq, we're going to come to them in a minute. But the fact that the blue and golden, so you can see that blue resistance rail that was broken back in September, it came, and this is the first back test and this is the second back test, and it also tested that golden bottom band. So are we going to see a really big relief rally to break that green resistance? Or are we going to drop all the way to the green bottom band? And if it drops below 54.75 today, or 54.70, that double support is also gone. And then, yeah, there is not much in front of it. Like there's not much underneath support to take it all the way to avoid more selling. And I think it will come down all the way to the green bottom band, which is going to be around 53.20-ish, depending on how fast it gets there. But this green channel with one, two, three touches on the top and two touches on the bottom band is a potential bull flag, but we can't really say for sure. I mean, this is a massive news. Obviously, it hasn't been news actually. I give the man credit that he is doing whatever he had campaigned on him, what he has been saying for all this time. The effects of it are going to be felt for years and decades to come, I guess, until we find another equilibrium, another balance in the world trade. But at the moment, it's a big shakeup, and we'll see whether all these tariffs are going to be removed in time, or because this is going to hurt everyone, and it is going to hurt the American consumers as much as the entire world's economies and the consumers here as well. So, because there is going to be retaliatory tariffs, and the world economy is going to shrink. Simple as that. There is no question. And the effect of these tariffs on the American consumers and the manufacturers, are they going to be positive, negative? Loads of things to read. I I'm not the person. I'm not an economist, and I'm not really going to give you a figure. Of course, I can't. But the fact that this is a big disruption, and we will see whatever happens next very, very soon in the coming years and months. I also just looked at this purple. As you can see, one, two, three, four. We broke it, came down for this is the first back test. We rallied. This is the second back test. So it is actually sitting at a triple support. I'm talking about ES. It is sitting at a major triple support. I mean, the low of yesterday was blue, golden, and purple. If this triple support doesn't break, then we will rally. And of course, there was a gap here. At least maybe we're going to fill this gap today or tomorrow and then come down further, or we're going to rally to break that green resistance. Break off that green resistance would be, of course, very bullish. But yeah, things are looking very dim and grim at the moment. So The SPX cash also tested that golden bottom band. Actually, this was to the last tick almost 54.40. That's what I said in yesterday's video. We got there after reversing at the green resistance. This is the spike, and it also was the blue bear flag that was broken down. You can see the touch on that blue, the green, and it came down pretty hard to break that green bear flag, and it got to a new low. So time will tell. Are we going to see a rally, or is it going to keep on coming down to break this golden bottom band? That is going to be answered very, very shortly. Dow Jones, this is the continuous futures. The red bottom band is getting closer and closer. The level is 41,000, which I explained in yesterday's video. Is that going to get tested today and rally? And of course, the yesterday's reversal, which I shared with the futures members, was a double resistance right there. This is the bear flag that was broken down. This is the back test, and it also tested that green resistance there. That was spectacularly precise, and it sold off from there. We have a gap here. So which one is it? Is it going to rally off the red bottom band? Is it going to touch that red bottom band? These are the questions that needs answering. I'm not doing anything just yet, okay? So if you look at the red bottom band on the Dow Jones cash, you can see that it is also broken, or almost like getting broken, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 touches on the red top band. This is where it started back in end of first quarter of 23. That is a big uptrend, and it is now being forced to break. So that one, right? Is it going to hold here, and are we going to see a big rally, or is it going to come down to the black bottom band? But you can also see that the green wedge, so yesterday's high spike, 1, 2, 3, 4, I messaged to the futures members that it is at a double resistance here that is getting tested. That golden broken supports back test together with the green spiked up, then sold off. Now, is it going to be able to run from here? That is the big question. Is it going to rally off this? Is this red support holding? Or is it going to be broken and test that green support? You can see here 1, 2, 3 touches and 4 touches on the top. This is a beautiful wedge. And I would like to think this is bullish, but hard to be very positive at the moment. So if it can break that green wedge to the upside, yes, then it is going to look very, very nice. And NASDAQ came to, so obviously the golden channel was broken. It tried to break back in, and I think because it is breached too many times, we have to actually forget about this golden uptrend that has been broken down, but it was breached too much. I would rather remove it from the picture, because that's not what's happening. I'm going to remove it, okay? That the backtest didn't hold, and that is not really reliable anymore. What is more reliable is the red bottom band right there that just got tested to the last tick at the low of yesterday. Now, is this the blue wedge? Yeah, is it forming a blue wedge? Like, we have to get to the blue top band and break it to the upside to say, okay, yes, yeah, this diagonal support, obviously there was huge volatility, so it is breached a little bit, but the red bottom band is the line in the sand. Unless it breaks down, it will rally and recover all this lost ground. And of course, we had overnight gap that already got filled. So is it going to rally this whole spike with full of liquidity gaps? Is it going to be all recovered, or is this red bottom band going to break and this is going to be goodbye for NASDAQ, really? So this here is NASDAQ NDX, the cash CFD. That's the golden channel that was broken down. The back test, the back test didn't hold. So initially it held, but then it pushed on when actually it started before Trump started speaking. Then it touched that, almost touched that blue top band, right? And here we are. Is it going to test that blue? I mean, this is a wedge, but on the other hand, the red bottom band, unlike the futures data, this red bottom band has already been broken. So that is, of course, bearish. So we're going to see whether that can hold or not. Right, let's have a look at Russell. Russell cleared this golden support zone as well. Initially, it spiked up before the speech, then it came down. Is it going to test the blue bottom band together with the golden, that golden support zone? And then maybe we'll see a big rally starting. But of course, break off that blue bottom band together with the golden may take us all the way to the purple bottom band. That purple top band was the major high. And when we touched the purple bottom band in 2023, I said it will probably get to the purple top band and we will see whether it can break out, but it didn't. So obviously, if it can, we're going to see a really big, but it looks very unlikely at the moment. It has already lost so much ground from 2475 all the way to sub 2000. So there is that. FTSE also, of course, came down. It broke down that golden channel after failing to break the purple resistance. The golden channel is broken, the purple internal. So the next support is the blue, green, and purple. That's a triple support. You can see the green support, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So many touches. We broke out of the blue triangle. It's coming down for a back test. On FTSE, the deepest it should go is 83, 82.90 or something like that. Then it could basically rally again and the big time breakout. DAX, okay, DAX, of course, it stopped at the red top band. It matched the previous high, then came down. That is not surprising. The red top band was a major resistance and it came down. The red internal support was broken and back tested. It is now, I mean, at the low of yesterday, it tested the blue bottom band. So we're going to see whether this holds, but it looks like it doesn't want to hold. And it looks like it wants to break down. I mean, there is a huge gap here. To fill the gap, it has to get to the golden top band and break it, which would be bullish. But this blue bottom band is being forced to break, and that is not good. It initially held at the low of last night. I mean, it came down after leaving the gap. Is it going to bounce off this level, blue bottom band, and then rally? That is a big question. That is the question, actually. And the French index, of course, it is selling as well. After reversing at the green, after breaking the black channel, right? This is the uptrend that was broken. That was my bearish call. The green supports break was the second bearish call. There is a gap here, and there is a massive gap from last night, and it doesn't look like it is stopping. I think, obviously, the target is the purple resistance break, and we have a gap here at, look at this, that is 74.80 or something. So it would be logical to fill, excuse me, that gap, and then we will see whether it can rally or not. But either way, this is going to look, it's looking very, very bearish. TLT couldn't break that blue top band, right? And the green major resistance. That has been my target, and it has to break that green top band, which hasn't done. You can see the green top band is still holding the blue channel. It looked like it was a breakout, but so far it hasn't really done that. But on the 10-year Treasury note, you know, I gave you the signal at the break and backtest of the blue wedge. This is the second backtest. We rallied. It just cleared this golden bull flag, right? This is a massive bull flag breakout. So I think on the 5th of February, I gave the bull signal for bonds, and we have rallied already quite a bit. And I think interest rates are going to drop and bonds are going to keep rallying, especially if TLT can stage that nice breakout. Is this our new new uptrend that is possible, right? This red channel, potential channel. So this could be, I mean, if it backtests it and if it holds, we rally to the red top band. Now, oil, of course, got crushed, right? With Trump speaking, the blue bottom band didn't hold the golden support, and it basically fell out of this red bear flag once again. And it left a gap here. This gap is going to get filled eventually, make no mistake. But it looks like it is still coming down pretty hard. Okay, it looks like it. So is it going to rally off the blue and golden? So this is not really holding. That double support is not really holding. The golden bear flag, the red bear flag, this is news action. So I don't think that is going to be permanent. And I don't think that purple support is going to be broken anytime soon. I think the organic market forces were driving it higher. I think this is Trump effect, and we are going to see a recovery at some point, but at the moment, no. At the moment, oil is still selling off, but also my worry about what's coming from Brent oil, and I've repeated this many times. The blue top band needs breaking, and I said this is the only worry that I have. Okay, so what mattered here was the golden support that basically took us out of the red downtrend. That was bullish. The green bear flag was broken to the upside. That was bullish. But of course, this is now breached. We can remove that one. Okay, the red channel broken to the upside. The red one we can remove as well. Okay, what mattered here, of course, the black broken support was also broken back in. This was also bullish. So this here is Trump effect since last night. But on the other hand, the failure of that blue top band was very worrying to me. And I said the bear flag, the blue bear flag may be, I mean, it may come down and break it to the downside, which is happening. That was my worry, and it happened. Now, is it going to test the purple broken resistance and start the recovery? We'll see. We'll find out. This is the first backtest here, and it's coming down for another backtest. On Brent oil, it's going to be around 71.20. Gold also crushed, got crushed really badly. The blue top band was broken, the purple resistance was broken, everything was broken up. But of course, now it's selling, and just like silver and platinum, the red uptrend is still on, and that's why I think gold it will already start the recovery from the backtest of the blue. The purple we can remove, or maybe I'll keep it for the moment. It's the double support here, and we also have this red uptrend that is still intact. On the gold continuous futures, the blue top band was broken, and we are almost there at its backtest. And from there, I'm still expecting more upside. You can see the level is 3105, 3105 on the continuous futures. And do we also have the same red uptrend? We can have a look, right? I'm going to put this right here. And see, this here is the beautiful red uptrend. It doesn't get any better than this, right? 2 touches on the top, 2 touches on the bottom band. And it's also coming the blue and red supports. From there, I'm expecting a big rally. I mean, resumption of the rally. Silver also got trumped, and the green resistance rail almost broken initially, but then it sold off, cleared the blue support, and this level support was also broken. So the green one didn't really materialize, and sold off really hard. And we are going to see, I think, it is coming down for a test on the red support, right? You can see, and on the silver continuous futures, it's already there. It is already at that red support. I can also argue that we may have another support coming our way, which would be this one. So, okay, so I'm going to put this in golden color, right? That one. So this is the high of February. This is the high of March. Between them, this is the low. So if we touch that golden bottom band, we may see a big rally. The green wedge was broken up, but then it fell off a cliff after Trump. The blue support rail is also broken, and everything is still looking a little bit shaky. Is it going to rally, or is it going to? So I can also argue that this could be our support. So it's actually quite close to that golden support, isn't it? So we'll see. But either way, yeah. So that support level is at 32.30. So we're going to see whether that is going to hold or not. Platinum, of course, it came down pretty hard as well. It is testing that blue. It tested that blue support on the spot. 1, 2, 3, 4 touches. And it looks bearish, clearly. It looks bearish. And if it does break that blue support for good, then it's game over. And I think we're going to come down to 900. And that 900 level has been holding since the lows of like last year, April. So first, second, third, and fourth touch. Is it going to test? Is it going to get tested once again? The golden bull flag we can remove. And yeah, if this blue support breaks for good, then yes, that is going to open the way for 900, I think. And if you look at the platinum continuous futures, I had mentioned about this purple support a few times. This golden resistance is not very precise, but I think we can live with it. The purple support break was bearish, of course, and it did break. Now, the golden line may turn into a support right there around 955-ish for the futures data, right? 955, somewhere there. And then it could basically form this giant golden triangle. Okay. The other option is that it keeps on selling to test that blue support rail, which would be just over 900 on the continuous futures. And these are the levels that we're holding, just around 900, right? Natural gas, it had broken out of the red bull flag, and you can see it didn't come to the blue support. That is a long-term support from the lows of September last year, right? And no, not last year. Yeah, it is March. Yes, it is from September 24, right? First, second, third, fourth, unless it breaks down. And I think you can see the red bull flag is broken up and back tested. That is the perfect back test on natural gas. And possibly we're going to get to that green top band now. And then from there, maybe pull back and then break out. That will be a bull flag breakout. And on the May contract, this blue support is still there, and that's the line in the sand. Is it going to be broken out? Sorry, is it going to be broken, or is it going to... So this could become a bull flag as well. If it gets to the red, pull back and then break out. Copper has failed miserably. This is a massive fake. That is disappointing. And that's why I didn't buy it. I mean, I was a little bit like, maybe wait for the pullback. And if that pullback holds, we buy it. But actually it didn't. So, and on the May contract, you can see the golden support is broken after Trump's speech. The red bottom band is holding at the moment. So this is the last man standing. Golden one we can remove. I'm hoping that the red support is going to hold. Is it going to also form this bull flag? It is actually lovely, isn't it? So this could, I'm going to put this in blue color right there. Yeah, it's actually, you can see here, 2 touches on, so on, this is a double support, the blue one. So if it touches, if it gets to the blue top band and breaks it, then yes, there is still hope for the copper to get back to the previous all-time highs. And palladium, disappointed. Of course, the blue resistance didn't let go through, and the green bear flag is broken down with Trump comments, tariffs. And the blue support, of course, it needs to hold. At least we should get back to the green, and is it going to break back in? But the fact that the blue resistance didn't let go was bearish, cautiously bearish. I thought maybe after a pullback will break out, and there is a gap here. You can see here that is a gap at 990. So I'm expecting that gap to be filled. Euro has been ripping with Trump's tariffs. I mean, and the market reads it as inflationary, which is why US dollar is tanking, right? The tariffs are inflationary. That golden resistance is going to be tested. This is the fake off the break from the purple channel. The green bull flag was broken, and that's why it rallied. And pound sterling is the same. The blue triangle was broken, and my target, it was the red top band, and it's almost there. So, and I think ultimately we're going to get to the green top band. That has been my ultimate target. US dollar, Japanese yen broke down the red bear flag, right? And the reversal, the spike came down the golden. So the golden channel was the one, this one, right? The initial. But the fact that the parallel one has held, it becomes like a double-decker downtrend, right? So the US dollar, Japanese yen is gonna ultimately, I still believe, because of the break of the red support, then the blue support, and then the golden channel. Obviously, it was broken up, but then I was hoping to short it at 152.50, but it didn't get there. Instead, the red bear flag is broken, which is a considerable, like substantial damage, right? I mean, it may recover to the golden top band and then come down hard again. The XY, of course, it is bearish. The black channel is still on. The blue bear flag was broken and back tested, and with Trump, everything crumbled for US dollar. This is massive, massive move. Is it going to recover all these lost ground? Yes, it is possible, but it has been bearish since the break of this green support. And of course, the break of that blue support, that was already bearish too. And Aussie dollar is also rallying. You can see here the blue resistance at 64.20. I think we are inside this green bull flag still, not really broken out yet. So, and Kiwi is also rallying, and it bounced off the purple support. The purple, this is a wedge. Of course, it could turn bearish if it breaks it down, but I think the fact that it has been tested four times, we will eventually break this purple around 58.50 or 58.75 and keep on rallying big time. And Aussie dollar CAD has come down. I thought maybe we're going to get to the red top band. I have been bearish, as you all know, because of the green major resistance, right? That's the reversal, and the obvious move was to the downside. Now it has been resolved to the downside with Trump comments. Now, is it going to test that 139? That has been the target. Let's have a look now to coffee. It's still bearish, I think, and it looks like it wants to come down to the blue bottom band because of the red support that has turned into a resistance, and the blue top band wasn't really broken. May contract is also looking shaky and soft. The green downtrend inside the blue, so that's why I think we're going to at least minimum the green bottom band. So this is the green top band, green bottom band, okay? This is a channel inside the blue one, which is not a channel really, but that blue resistance rail. And of course, the golden channel was broken, so that's why coffee is not really very bullish at the moment. And wheat tested that golden bottom band at 522, bounced, but is it going to break down for good? There is a gap here. And I'm going to also put this out there as a potential resistance line. If it gets there eventually, then we come down and break that golden bottom band. This year is a major bull flag potential, but there is no action to break that red resistance once again. That is not really happening. And wheat just cleared the golden bear flag. It left a gap, The green resistance rail is there. The bearish call was the break of that red bear flag. And I think ultimately we're going to test that blue bottom band right there. Okay, 2 touches here, 2 touches there. The third touch would be around 510. And soybeans tested that green broken support, right? And reversed. That's where we shorted at 1044. I closed my short just this morning thinking it is going to rally to fill the gap, but it's not really filling the gap. Either way, we took good money, okay? And the ideal scenario here is that without breaking this black support, it rallies, fills the gap, which is at 1030, and then come down to break that black support to get all the way to the 960, 955. And that would be a major buy signal for my money, together with the blue. Blue plus golden support, double support, 955. That's the target still. And soybeans May contract is also coming. Of course, it's the same. And the break of that black support would be bearish. Is it going to do that, or is it going to fill the gap? We'll see. Corn is also bearish. You can see it left a gap, but it was bearish anyway. After the reversal at the green, break off the blue, break off the red. It is the back test there. And I think corn is going to keep on selling. And corn is trying to break this blue support now, 5, 6 touches. And is it going to do it without filling the gap, or is it going to fill the gap first of last night and then come down to break that blue support? We'll see. But either way, it's bearish. Cocoa, wow, look at that. The break of the blue downtrend. And I said it is now going to get to the red top band together with the green, but it's actually completely smashed that double resistance, like a potential double resistance. It's already smashed it. Really big rally. And on the May contract, it was the same. The red channel was broken, and I said we're probably going to get to the black top band, and that's where we're headed. If that black top band holds, we may see cocoa cooling off and even come down to 7,500. Sugar is still bearish as long as this red resistance stays. And you can see the back test of the red failed bull flag. This one was the first. This is the second. And we have this black bear flag here. So this is very bearish still for sugar, at least for the midterm. And I think maybe we see a bounce right off the black support. We are seeing it right now as I'm recording this. Get to the red and then break it down to come down all the way to the golden bottom band, which is at $18. And finally, cotton looks like it was breaking that purple top band, but of course then the tariffs came. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. That purple top band's break failed and it was premature, right? It left the gap down and it is still selling. So unless that purple top band breaks for good, there's going to be no rally by cotton. Bitcoin is not affected by Trump tariffs at all. The blue support is holding, and so is the green support still standing there. I'm not saying it's bullish, to be honest. I want Ethereum to turn bullish, but it's not really doing it. The red resistance, the green resistance, they are still there. And ACH is coming down to that blue line. Maybe it will hold and to start the next leg up. Solana is, of course, like it's junk. Like it's turning into junk because that green, the break of the red was good, but the green support is being pushed for a break now. Everything is crumbling. Zcash is the only one that is holding up so far. That green major resistance is at $67, $68. That's the only one way. Litecoin, is it going to test the purple bottom band before it rallies again for the third time? Look, 1, 2, the third touch may catapult it. Monero has to break the black resistance, right? And we have, I think, this red resistance that should be broken. If it breaks it, maybe it will also break that black resistance. Songbird, not much to say other than the golden bottom band, golden downtrend. Polkadot You can see it hasn't really tested that red support again. It has to break 520. That is the only way. That there is, and data is dead. Data is gone, really. This is not good at all because this red support, that declining support, is broken down, and the green support is broken down too. Data is going to zero, right? That's how I see it. It is just like most of these coins, they are all going to zero. Coti is not bouncing off the green support. It has to break that 96, 97 level. At the moment, there is no such thing. And of course, if it breaks that purple support, that is going to get crushed as well. And TIA is down 6%, terrible. No, nothing is saving it. Binance, not much. And TrueCoin is making new lows. And is the green support? Nah. I mean, there is no hope really because the break of the purple, but it just made a new low below the lows of the purple downtrend. So this is also terrible. I mean, I don't think anything can save this altcoin market anymore. The last hopes are going away. And SKL is right at the black support rail or zone. But I think, yeah, there are no buyers. And you can see everything is getting crushed. And Aero is finally at the black bottom band. It held now, but the only way to rally would be breaking that blue top band. Dogecoin, sorry, AVAX has to break the green, but it is now, I think, it wants to test the purple bottom band once again. Maybe after that, we'll see a rally. But yeah, I'm not holding my breath for any of these coins anymore. Red support on Doji is holding. Chainlink is getting crushed. And that purple channel needs breaking, but it hasn't really made a single move there. And NIA is, of course, inside the purple downtrend. Unicoin, golden support, right? That support is being forced now. So Uni is not really doing anything. And Chile's red downtrend is broken and the backtest is not really holding. That also is terrible. And the last hope would be the purple support, that declining support. If it can break it, like data, then Chile's is going to sink to oblivion. Aave inside this wedge, but no real push. Songbird, yeah, bad. Onyx, Ripple may break this blue support, and that would be terrible. It would come down to $1. ADA backtested the black broken support, and it's now selling as well. CAS coming down from the green resistance. Tau, of course, after the break of the green and golden supports, there is nothing holding it anymore. Sandbox, black support, it needs to break out of the purple downtrend. Mana, red bottom band needs to hold before it rallies. That is the last chance. And Shiba, break of the green, it's this purple downtrend that is keeping it going. And we have Dash, still inside the black downtrend. OM, nah. I mean, even OM is not really looking very good anymore. And GRT is coming closer to that black and golden double support once again. There is no push. RSR off the black support, but there is no breakout signal. CKB, obviously, that cluster of resistance has held, and it's now coming down once again. MDT also selling big time. There is no hope for MDT either. After breaking that green uptrend, the only hope for MDT is this blue bottom band now for a giant bull flag. I wouldn't hold my hopes high, hold my breath. I mean, if it comes down to the blue bottom band, yeah, that could become a major support, but at the moment, it's still bearish. PAL, bearish. Ton coin, try to break that golden. Red, I'm not sure. That there is no action that is remotely bullish on any of these coins. IOTA is coming for a backtest on the golden, maybe after that. And audio also, like it's sinking, and it just cleared that blue major support. That is bad, really, truly bad. And I think this would be the last chance for IOTA, right? That blue bottom, very bottom band, that could become the savior, but yeah, looks like there is nothing saving it at the moment. EOS is the only one that is slightly positive because it's out of the green, and FET is thinking bad. Even that purple bottom band is breaking down. FTM looked good off the red support, out of the blue, but even that one is not really performing. So if it breaks that red support, that is a short call actually. So it would be a short. And H bar, of course, break off the blue support wasn't good, and it's still coming down. SUI, it had broken the golden and blue and green, but there is no push. And theta was one of the best looking charts when it tested the blue and green and red, but you can see it's trying to break the blue. And algo is still inside this golden downtrend. And yeah, Pepe still inside the black downtrend. Jasmy just tested that red broken resistance, and there is no push. There is no bounce whatsoever just so far. And the Gala is the final one, and it is breaking this golden major support. That is also looking horrible. All right, guys, take care. Keep in touch. Bye.